Hello there, my name is Reggie. I'd like to talk about animation, and today we'll talk about a new anime series from Netflix called Carol and Another World. This sort of a new adult animation is a little different. It's not like South Park, it's not like Family Guy, it's not like any adult outrageous, oh my god, we went there kind of situation. That Carol is, I have to compare it to another cartoon, it's basically sort of King of Hell effect. The main lead, Carol, you could say he's sort of like Hank from King of Hell, that put in the place that is end of the world and everybody is okay with it, but they decide to do their own thing to make him happy. But it asks that question, what if Hank, what make him happy, but remove the job, remove everything? Who is he? What motivates him to be happy or look that happiness? Well, his family, well, anything. Well, you have Carol. That exact question asked Carol that it showed this sort of world that you only have 7 months to live, and everybody is okay with that. It's not no crimes or anything. Everybody decide to quit their job, stop doing things, doing what they feel happy at least the last 7 months of their lives. And Carol just stays there. She doesn't know what to do. She sort of wonders and ponders and scared of asking that question because the more she keeps thinking about it, more she doesn't know who she is or what she wants. It almost like she is sort of depressed and she doesn't fully realize till she have to answer that question. But the interesting part is it's not just Carol. You also have other side characters sort of asking the same questions. You have 7 months. What would you do that last 7 months? This, like, for example, this is another character that Carol has a one night stand. And that's the first time she decided to do something completely random while actually thinking about it. But the only problem is this guy wants more than a one night stand. He wants a relationship with Carol. And Carol doesn't want to, and she sort of left. And you do have a little explanation of that one character, what happened to him, that he feels falling apart. He doesn't know what to do. He needs a relationship to be happy. And they sort of explored that in that series. But back to Carol, but I love it that they're actually truly trying to answer that question, why she like this, why she needs to like wake up to make herself happy. Even her family members, her mom and dad, that were completely open. I mean open, I mean really open. They're technically just nudists, but yet that adds sort of kind of layers to Kara's parents that they are open to everything, that they're actually on a poly relationship. You don't know what a poly relationship is. Basically, they have more than one partner who live with them. They sleep all three of them or anything like that, but completely nude. It's a completely rare, odd treat because the first time you saw this, I was sort of shocked. I didn't know how to react. It just feels so weird to see just ordinary people just completely nude. I mean, you see everything. So this is the reason I mean this is an adult anime series, but they don't act it like, oh, the cuss, they bleed to death, they do over exaggerating things. No, no, this is low key, sort of exploration, sort of depressing, but yet with a little comedy sprinkled in the moments. Like if the show feels there it start to be too depressed or too boring, they add a joke. But they add a joke just enough to wake you, but not ruin the mood. They know they need to be a little bit. So once again, that's what I mean. This is attempting not to be any other adult animated series. The closest one is King of the Hill, but even that is so different of Kim and Hill. You get it. It's one of those like it feels so unique and express what Carol is doing. Especially she sort of accidentally finds a new job. This new job, this company that is just do numbers, crush numbers, but she doesn't know why this place still runs. And before she go in this company, or her friends, even not her friends, specifically people she owe money, like the bank, make her a letter explaining, please stop sending us money. There is no point. Believe me. And this is a letter from the very top of that company bank telling Karen, just live your life. You have moments. He giving himself to himself that he dedicated almost all his life to the bank for what? For nothing. And that's what's just sort of interesting because the whole world asking Karen, why you want to be happy is sort of very kind of open ideas that Karen wished she would do. It's just so interesting, a little bit nihilistic, but depressing, but a good type of depressing because you just feel for Karen, that you feel you can relate to her, but no, she is probably the most Western animated character you could actually relate to because you have those moments of what do I want in life? And you have that depressing moments, even if you're a very social person, because Karen is not a social person. She is a type of character who will love being in the background. She doesn't want any attention. She just doesn't want to do a conversation. She just want to fit in the background and just pretend nobody noticed her. But that kind of affects her because she doesn't know what she wants. In fact, they do explore. She goes to her home, her own original home, her original moon, get her yearbook, and she notices she not have changed. I mean, not fit. I mean, I'm talking about physically. She had the same photo she went to the company, the same sad photo she was in high school. That sort of awkward, not sure who she is, and it sort of hits her that she needs to do something, but she doesn't know what. And that sort of accidentally fall into this company she sort of found by accident because she was curious about this woman in the train wearing a basically a uniform, not a uniform, a normal company blazer, everything ready to work in a huge office. And she was curious and she trying to find this person. She sort of fall into, oh, open to this place. Before she started talking, they hired her on the spot and gave her paperwork. And for one moment in her life, she was sort of happy because she found her rhythm again. But more and more she keep doing this, the more she realizing she was never happy doing the paperwork, following the rules. And more she works with the company, the more weary it gets because she finds some keys in her desk that she can use. And this keys is sort of a motorcycle, but this is the first time she used a motorcycle. Next time she reopened her little little room, her little desk, that she finds a gun. Started questioning this sort of self-defense kind of gun or a sort of a suicide type of gun or what. She sort of questioned herself what this company doing and it's trying to answer that question. Who are you? And that's sort of interesting because they go more interesting rather the more the episode goes. Questioning her, she must do something. Her family, her friends, even her friends trying to push her to get out, learn something. Even that she was compared to her sister, who is older than her, but she has accomplished so much more to being happy than her. That was just sort of interesting because she doesn't know what she wants. And I just enjoy that she struggles. She tries to do something random. She's trying to do something, but she hold herself back because that doubts, that overwhelming emotions, and yet she is just probably a very compelling character just to watch. Of course, this show is not for everyone. I said at the very beginning, this show feels like King in the Hill. Well, the Hill family just Hill himself, and that's just sort of interesting if you like that type of show. If you do, this is for you. If you don't, you may find boring this show, but yeah, I still recommend it because it's just sort of interesting and sort of mature. That's sort of that deep explanation of telling you stop being in the rules. Do something completely random. Do something that make you happy. If you're not, you'll be unhappy forever. And that's a very good point of this show. If this show has never have a season two, I'm fine with it because this season by itself is just so good, so kind of not nihilistic, sort of depressing happy, that's sort of trying to do something glorious. In fact, I love this show because it's not the first time they attempted to do this type of idea. I remember a couple of years, Steve Carell did something very similar. A movie, I don't remember the movie or the that Steve Carell come out, but he basically did the same idea, but I don't know if it was a good movie or not. So it's not original, but it's the type of idea it works better in a TV series than a movie because you only have a time limit, and this show has like 10 episodes. Each episode is like a half an hour, but it's one of those half an hours that sort of worth watching because you want to know what's happened to Carol, what happened to the guy he slept with, what happened to her sister and her friends, how they happy, they feel fully complete or not, and sort of love that. It's just sort of very kind of depressing happy. That's the best way to describe it. It's just so satisfying just watching it. I recommend it. Just watch at least the first two, three episodes. But I recommend watching it by yourself because they do show adult things like a full nudist scene. I mean, the full shebang, everything, male to female. But they're not young, they're old people, so be prepared for that. But once again, it's a good show. I recommend it, but it's not for everyone. In fact, let me ask this question. Do you see this show? Did you like it? Do you hate it? You think it should be better and more comedy? Because it doesn't rely on comedy. Comedy is sprinkled very lightly because it doesn't try to ruin the mood. Because have that sort of mellow, melancholy kind of feeling that it just works in a way. It's just sort of interesting. But that's all I can say. In fact, I have to say this is probably the best cartoon, or at least top three, top four best adult anime series of the year. But all that's all I can actually say. Just that one question: how you felt about the show? How you felt about the lighting I made? That you like it? You like this sort of setting? Tell me down below. You like the show? Do you hate it? Tell me. I got nothing else to say. Just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.